What's going on, guys? This is Pasta Boss again. Welcome to part 2 of What Are My Add-ons? Now, I get a lot of people asking me what I use for add-ons, especially my UI add-on, which is ElvUI, one of my favorite add-ons in the game. After this part, I will be devising a list of my highly recommended add-ons down in the info section below. Okay, so last time we stopped the NPC scan. Now we're going to go on to Omnibar. Omnibar, guys, is basically when someone uses a interrupt on you, a CC, a burst cooldown, a defensive, you can see it down below here. Let me go ahead and move this here. You can see it right here, it'll pop up right here. Now, if I had a guildie to demonstrate and show you, I would be able to show you, but I don't want to bother them right now. So basically what it's going to bring up is going to bring up the icon and the tooltip of what the enemy used on you. This is very useful for RPGs add-ons. True, Pally, a guildie in my guild, basically told me that this is essential to have, so yes, I love this add-on. Is definitely one of my highly recommended add-ons. Okay, so Omnibar, guys, keep that one crossed right there. Order Hall Commander, not useful anymore. It used to be useful. Pawn, here's a netter add-on for you PvEers. What Pawn essentially does is you hover over an item and it tells you which upgrade it's in, and you can actually go into settings, and once this add-on is working again, I will make a video on it. I promise I will. If I don't, then please remind me. I have a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, so yep. So when you hover over a piece of gear that is currently better than one of your pieces of gear with stats and weights and everything, you can see what the general value is. Now there's another add-on that is paired with this, and you can actually use raid bots and everything to get this paired with Pawn, and it's absolutely amazing. Okay, alright, so next add-on. Raider IO Mythic Plus basically gives your Mythic Plus score. Not a big fan. This is one of my favorite add-ons right here, Rarity. Now, me being a mount collector, this is another essential add-on to have. I can see how many kills I've killed something and the likelihood of my next drop rate for the mount that I'm going for. As you can see, I've killed Lich King almost 200 times on Poseidon alone. Editor tunes include probably 150 each. I've still never seen it. This one is definitely isn't one. I don't understand why it is. Probably because the add-on got replaced and I never used it again. Clutch of Jikun. I've killed him 112 weeks on Poseidon alone. 90% drop rate. As you can see, Nalik is my big one, guys. 310 weeks. And it's still at not even a 20% drop rate for me. So I hope I get it soon. I'll be live streaming that every week, by the way. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll live stream world boss kills. Alright, so basically what this add-on does is it shows you everything that you need to know about getting your pets, your mounts, your group mounts, your toys, sorry about that, your toys and your battle pets and everything. It's very useful to have, guys. I definitely suggest this add-on. This is another highly recommended add-on to get, guys. Highly recommended. Alright. Now, if you click this icon right here, it will bring up the tooltip for it. And it shows you your percentage and how many attempts you've had. As you can see, now like really hates me, guys. So, yeah. Alright. Next add-on. Alright, so my next add-on is Silver Dragon. It's essentially the same thing as NPC scan. That's it. There is certain sounds you can switch for mount rares and regular rares and group rares. You can go in the interface and switch. That's about the only difference That, and it also has a macro you can spam. You can actually create a macro and spam it to target anywhere in the game. Very useful. Sim trinket comparison. Alright, this isn't useful anymore, guys. Not anymore. It used to be. Simulation craft. Now I'm going to show you what this does, guys. Now, if you're a fan of raid bots, like I am, I love raid bots. So, what you do is you download Simulation Craft and you download SimC. Sorry, don't download. You type SimC. So /SimC, all one word. It brings up every single piece of gear. Your artifact, your jewel crafting, your professions, everything. Your race, your region. What you do, all you're going to do, guys, is you're going to hold control, press C, and then you're going to tab out. You're going to go on Simulation Craft. Or, sorry, you're going to go on Raid Bots, and you're going to go to Top Gear. And that's the best option. If you want to just find out your DPS, you could just put that whole list in there. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with pasting, the way you paste something, it's Control V, guys. Cutting something is Control X. Control C is copying. Make sure this is very useful information for programmers, for graphic designers. That's what I did when I was in college. I never graduated though. I'm an electrical and mechanical major in college. I got my degree in December, so it's still useful, guys. Make sure you get those. All right, so in my last video, I told you guys you get to log out because it won't bring up the sound when you hover over or near the rare. Yeah, because you have to reset your list for your NPC skin or Silver Dragon. Okay, so that's very important. Alright, Simulation Craft went over that. Storyline. Now, if you guys watch my lore videos, that will explain what storyline is. It basically gives you an RPG look to it. Kind of a Final Fantasy feel. I never played Final Fantasy, so I don't really know. Storyline basically gives you, it shows your character on the left and then the NPC you're talking to. And you can have fun with it, with RP, like I do. Okay. This one, I don't think this one works. Transmog tokens, really useful to have. Basically, any token that you have for a piece of loot tells you what it drops, and especially if you have your Mogget combined with this, it shows exactly what it looks like. Sometimes Mogget messes up with BC content, but most of the time it gets it correct. As you can see here, let me see if I have any tokens, guys. One sec. If I don't, Matter Tunes do. Can't deal with stuff that you can't see. Alright, it doesn't look like I have any tokens, but if you get this add-on, guys, it will literally show you what the token drops, and if you have Mogget, it will show you what it looks like. So, amazing add-on. Another pause recommendation add-on. I haven't turned it on. I don't think they updated it yet. Whim. This is a very, very, very useful add-on for a busy person. Okay, so about per day, I get around 50 whispers from people because I'm a very popular person on the game. Anyone knows me in the RPG community, and as well as the realm community. So I get a lot of whispers, guys. And what this does is it lets you view your history of whispers and everything. When you right click on it, you can see everyone that's whispered you from your real ID right here. Okay, you could show all. That means you can see all of them. You can actually search different tunes and see what you got from whispers. Now this is a very, very useful add-on because the reason being is when you're busy killing something, it will go down here. But if you click on this after you're killing the thing and bring it up and you're out of combat, it will bring it up like a "You got mail, AIM messenger." Now I'm a 90s kid, so yeah. I remember whenever America Online was like the best internet you could get. I remember dial-up, like it was. I'm old, guys. Sorry. But basically, this is AOL Instant Messenger on WoW, and I love it. You can actually see I can add friend here. I can ignore user. I can invite to party. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that. She's in a party right now, so she won't accept. You can actually WoW army people. If you right click this, you can see her WoW armory. It brings up her WoW armory. You go WoW heroes, WoW head profiler, WoW progress. Everything you need to know is right here, guys, about the person that is whispering you. So, highly recommend this add-on. So, another highly recommended add-on. Alright, so, next add-on. Okay, Warcraft's Group Finder does not work anymore. Deja character stats. If you like to know your movement speed and anything else, it tells you right here. I'm going to go ahead and reload it and show you what it does. It brings up a better list. Blizzard in Legion got rid of everything as far as movement speed, your individual stats, I believe they were gone too. And what this add-on does is you can actually check mark what you want to see on your character info panel. So basically it's really, 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 really useful. Sorry for loading screen, guys. I'm not quite sure why my loading screens are long, but yeah, we'll figure that out, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and show you this real quick. Which one are we on here? Deja character stats. Okay, so what you can do is you go down here, equipment manager, character stats here. Now, there used to be a thing down here where you could actually switch and see what you would see. You can see ratings, offense, general, defense, your enhancements, your attack power, your rune speed, your weapon DPS, or this for paladins would be seal speed or something like that. Movement speed 100%. When you use a movement speed cooldown, it goes up 140, goes up again. Use another one, and it goes up again. As you can see, this is very useful if you want to see how fast you are going. I like to know how fast I am going. Alright, so that's that add-on. Now on to the next. Trade Skill Master. Way too long for me to explain this, guys. Basically, it is a very, very essential add-on to have for a bank tune. The reason I say a bank tune is because this takes up a lot of memory. Lots and lots of memory. And your load screens will be like almost 20 minutes per Dalaran trip. I highly recommend you over to Hazel Nutty Games. She does a great job at explaining this. I got all my information from her on this. Steve Gamebox as well. Steve's Gamebox is very, very useful for this add-on. Umran TV as well showed me how to use this add-on. And there was another one, I can't remember. I think it was not Layest. Can't remember. But it was basically a girl that gave me all the information I needed to set up all my stuff. If I remember the name, I'll put it in the info section below. Okay, LVUI. This is the big one, guys. This is my UI, LVUI. I'm going to show you how easy this is to use. Now, if you want my profile, let me know. I will gladly give you my profile. I'll give you my tune name, Poseidon Borean Tundra with 2 S's, and I will literally share my profile with you. So I would export it, share current profile with Target, and you will literally get the same profile that I use. Everyone asks me why I use mounts on the right side. I don't know. It's because I like to not go into the thing and click on them, so that's why I put them there. Okay, so what this does, as soon as you make a profile, that's the profile you're always going to go back to for all of your tunes. So all of your tunes, you're going to have to go click on LVUI, go to profiles, and go click on existing profiles, and you will see everything you need to know right here. All my tunes are updated for LVUI. Now, LVUI is like this. You can click on anything and move it. Anything. Anywhere you want. It tells you what each thing does, and it's absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, I set it up really well. My buddy Nemesis is the one that lended me his profile and got me on the actual add-on. My buddy Red as well got me on the add-on. Two great guys that really helped me change my gameplay for the better. Let's see here. Stance bars for druids. Anyways, that's LVUI, guys. It's a lot of information to take in. I'll probably make a separate video for LVUI. Alright, so next add-on. We're almost done here. This is the last add-on. Okay, deadly boss mods. Anyone who raids knows what this does. It tells you every single thing you need to know about a raid boss. The timers on their deadly attacks, or even their mediocre attacks for your raid, your healers. Everyone that raids knows what this add-on is. If you do not have this add-on, then I highly suggest that you get this add-on, because this is a Nether Boss recommended add-on. Alright, now, so I promised at the end of the video I'd give you my I'd give you my top recommendations. Sorry guys, really tired. It's been a long 2 days. My top recommendations for add-ons for you guys to get. Okay, so collectors, top 2 add-ons for you to get. All the things and rarity. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down in the info panel for collectors. That's collectors only. Okay, if you're into PvP, you want to get focus interrupt sounds. That's your number one. Omni CC, Gladiator Losa, and Battleground enemies. Once you get all these, you're good to go for PvP. Now, some people use Gladius. I don't like Gladius, so I don't recommend that add-on. Moneymakers, Auctioneer, and TSM. Absolutely. Auctioneer and TSM are your best add-ons, and they do pair well. They pair together. You can use them together. Okay, inventory. This is for OCD people. That would be Bagnon and Bag Brother, and you can see everything you have. Also, I'm going to add into collectors. Atlas loot needs to be added on into that as well. PvEers and PvPers. I'm going to add in details. Everything. Let's see here. Notes, PvEers and collectors, handy notes, very useful add-on. Collectors, long forgotten hippogriff right here. Collectors, loot appraiser, as well as moneymakers, loot appraiser. Collectors, Mogget, absolutely. If you love transmog, then you need Mogget artifact. Okay. NPC scan would be collectors. Silver Dragon would be collectors. Alright. Omnibar, I already said that's PvP. Raider IO would be PvEers. Pawn, PvEers. Okay. Simulation Craft, PvEers. Very, very, very useful add-on to use. Whim, PvEers, PvPers, roleplayers, and collectors as well. And no matter what you're doing, you want to make sure you know where all your whispers are. Deja character stats, I don't really recommend that to anyone, but yeah. Trade skill master, I already told you. Moneymakers. LVUI, this is for OCD people as well as PvEers and PvPers. Deadly boss mods, PvEers. Now, I'm going to go over the top 5 add-ons that POS recommends. I'm sorry to put myself third person here. The top 5 add-ons that I highly recommend that you get for this game. If you're a collector, a PvPer, a PvEer, or a role player. As well as storyline will go under role playing as well. Alright. So, now, POS recommends all the things. That's my number 1 pick. Let me go ahead and write these down here. So number one pick for Poseidon, all the things. Whoever made this add-on is an absolute genius. Number 1, absolutely. Number 2, Poss recommends Whim, because you never want to miss your whispers. Number 3, I would have to say Rarity, because I'm an avid collector. Number 4 would be LVUI. And number 5 would be Silver Dragon. These 5 add-ons are Poss recommended add-ons. So number 5, Silver Dragon or NPC scan, or you can do both. NPC scan. Now that is for the collectors. Top recommended add-ons for collectors and PvEers, right there. Jot them down. Now for your money makers, you want number 1, Auctionator. Number 2, TSM. Absolutely. Go watch Hazel's videos. Go watch Steve Gamebox videos. Go watch Imran TV. Go watch Student Albatross. They'll teach you everything you need to know about it. Alright. Atlas Loot I'm not going to add into the collector's list for Poss recommended because it's broken. Let's see here. Let's go with 8 OCD people. It will be LVUI and Bag Brother and Bagnon. So, OCD people that like to keep stuff organized. Number 1 is LVUI, absolutely. Number 2 is definitely Bagnon. And number 3 is definitely Bag Brother. Okay. For our PvP people, I only have 4. And you need to download these add-ons if you want a PvP. Number 1 all-time add-on that I will never stop using for PvP is FIS, in other words, Focus Interrupt Sounds. Number 2 is Battleground Enemies. I spelled that wrong, sorry. Enemies. Okay. And number 3 would be what would number 3? Omni CC is another Poss recommended add-on. And you need Gladiator Losa would be probably the lowest on my list because I don't really pay attention to that girl. Alright, so now last but not least, PvE people. PvEers and role players, I'm going to put you in the same category. Okay? Role players. Actually, I'll split you in categories. So role players, you want all the things. Number 2, you want Malgit. And number 3, storyline. Alright, now let's get the PvEers. Number 1, Deadly Boss Mod. Absolutely a recommended add-on to have. Number 2, LVUI. Makes things simple. Blizzard UI is so cluttered, I don't like it. Whim is definitely in my top 5 list for PvEers. Simulation Craft along with Pawn. I am adding them together because they are very, very essential add-ons. You need to get them if you want to PvE/raid. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we have? Okay, so if you're an old raider, Details is also getting added on there because it brings you a damage meter and everything. It goes under PvP as well. Malgit would definitely be another one for PvE too, if you do old raids stuff. Alright guys, I think that's enough time I have today. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of what are my add-ons. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. Good night.